Hey kids, welcome back to the channel. I'm Zach, not Kyle, or Zach for short, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new Crime City Nightmare skins that just came out. I'm so excited for these because of the concepts and the splashes. They're just so good and truly some top tier stuff. So grab your cat ears and your iced lattes and let's pop off wig. Before I start though, I'm on other platforms like Twitch, Instagram, Discord, and Twitter, so follow me over there for some iced lattes and Eevee plushes. And here's a fun fact, over 70% of the people that watch my channel are not subscribed to me, so just go ahead and do it already. Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay, thank you, Queen. And with that, let's gobble up some crunchy munchy Crime City skins. So I'm gonna be just going down the list of how I actually watch them on Skin Spotlight's channel. Go follow them. So that means we're gonna be starting with Akali and ending with Zyra. Akali's design is fairly unchanged from what we got her initial concept art for the skin line. I'm happy we got a non-music skin for her as well. I do wish her boots were more neon pink and red because of the top-down perspective. I don't know how well that would go. Her recall is electric and everything works well together in the animation. I also like her Q ability a lot, it never fails. The smoke for her W is pretty eerie, which is a good trait to have for this kind of line, but upon first glance, it doesn't look very changed, which is a kind of fun detail to add. I live for her over the wall E animation, it is so clean. Her R is the same thing, and they both remind me of how exciting Akali is to play. Her chromas, especially the green one, look really good. Overall, Akali's gonna start off strong and get a nice 9.5 out of 10, only change I'd make is the boots, but holy shit, this is a good skin and I will be buying. Shaco is easily the best design-wise of the group, and I fucking hate Shaco usually. I live for Shaco's horns and his facial design. The rest from head to toe is really well done. His recall has some great humor and I do enjoy watching it. His boxes all look really good when they're hidden and showing. I like his E, but I do wish the blade would spin a bit more to make it more exciting. His R is really good, especially at the burst. I'm not a huge fan of the chromas or the death animation, and I probably would have changed both of them. Overall, I give this piece of shit a 7.5 out of 10. Twisted Fate's design does give me some Jin vibes, which normally is a bad thing with character design, but there's enough Twisted Fate in there to distinguish the two, and face paint seems to be a running theme here. His recall animation is pretty fun to watch, and he seems like he knows what he's doing. I don't know exactly what he signed over, but if it's my ass to Darius, then he probably made the right decision. His Q does what I wish Shaco's E animation would do and move faster while in the regular motion. His W and the card designs are really good, and I especially love his red card animations. The blue card design itself is probably the best though. The E ability is okay, it's not meant to be high energy. His R is really good and looks way cleaner than previous skins and their attempts. His RIP animation is basic, but I love that his hat disappears, and I think most of the chromas are really solid. I would say there's a couple of outliers there though. Overall, Twisted Fate's gonna get an 8.5 out of 10 for me. Darius is a great choice for this line. His design is really different for him and I love it. The fur lining for his design is perfect. I would let that man do things to me. He's a little bit too hot, so Riot, I think that was a bit of a design flaw there if you want me to properly focus in this game. I will say his recall honestly feels more appropriate for someone like Set or Garen. I do wish it was different. His Q and his passive are both really clean and fluid. His passive is really enjoyable to see in action. His W ability is really toned back, and I like it for someone whose animation is really aggressive. Speaking of aggressive animation, his E is really a punch. I like that the animation does match that too, and it moves really fast. His R ability is really well done, and it's very explosive. The Execute version is really clean and jumps from person to person really well, and the color explosion feels fun and fresh every time. I don't really like the RIP animation of the chromas very much though, except for some of them, so I would probably give this skin an 8 out of 10. Let's go to Zyra. Okay, her design is so fucking good. That bang on her head is something I love to see her in, and it's a fun thing for Zyra's hair, because it's typically coiffed or pulled back in a long style. It still is here, but the bang is like giving me Juice Box on Drag Race Canada a little bit, and I live for those references. Her recall is boring. It could have been way better. The Q hit effects are subtle, but it needed it because of how everything blends together for Zyra. It's supposed to look like a tangled up mess of vines, and if you do things too intensely with her, it's going to look too much. The R is cleaner than the old ones and blends with everything else, which is better for Zyra because detailing things too much on her makes her animations look clunky and gives the illusion of vines tangled together when done right. The death animation is neat and I like how the vines cover her when she dies. Also, the chromas actually surprised me since I hate Zyra chromas usually. I've actually reviewed a Zyra skin on this channel where I hated the chromas. Overall, I'd say it's an 8 out of 10, with an extra gold star for the chroma improvements. Also, with this line's release, Crime City Graves is getting an updated splash at the very least. I do really like the splash and I hope Graves will have a big role in the line so we can have TF and Graves being really gay. I think in 2023 we could see even more of the Crime City line, and I do hope they give us more because this line is really just a top tier set. Now we're just waiting on the Debonair 2.0 line coming eventually, and if it hasn't released at this point, I don't know when it will. So in conclusion, Darius owns my ice cold heart and VVS is the only kind of ice that I want. That's a Kim Petras joke, stream her shit. And with that, that's gonna be it for this video. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to become not Kyle. If your name is Kyle, that is illegal here, as you can tell from the name of my channel. You do have to get a new birth certificate. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. And with that, I will see you guys later. Bye, sis.
Come on, Aaron, give me one chance. I don't get what you see. Yeah, I know she's really hot, but she's nothing like me. And she's cheating on you every chance that she gets. I know who you're looking for, and I know it's not Regina.